What? Up until this point, we still don't know how the Crucible intends to end the war. Is it gonna just target the Reapers somehow without killing the rest of us? Or is it just gonna do some kind of galactical restart? That could be a plan too. Just kill everything. And hope that life springs forward again. This time without the Reapers. What the hell? It's that boy!
Wake up.
From our nightmares.
What? Where am I?
The Citadel. It's my home.
What?
Who are you?
I am the catalyst.
I thought the Citadel was the catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
Oh! You're that intelligence the Leviathans were talking about.
The solution to what?
Chaos. The created will always rebel against their creators. But we found a way to stop that from happening. A way to restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
I think we'd rather keep our own form.
No, you can't. Without us to stop it, synthetics would destroy all organics. We've created the cycle so that never happens. That's the solution.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this logic you're presenting to me right now. Your way of ensuring that life is preserved is to kill us. Because if you left it alone, the synthetics will kill the organics. Because the created will kill their creators. Yeah, this is going back to the Leviathan stuff again. So you're the intelligence that the Leviathan created? It says child, but there's a deep voice behind it too. Like, what? Are you a VI or... Not a VI, but you're like an entirely different species then.
You said you're the catalyst, but... what are you?
A construct. An intelligence designed eons ago to solve a problem. I was created to bring balance, to be the catalyst for peace between organics and synthetics.
Oh, thanks, you're killing all of us!
So you're just an AI.
In as much as you are just an animal, I embody the collective intelligence of all Reapers.
But you were created.
Correct.
By who?
By ones who recognized that conflict would always arise between synthetics and organics. I was first created to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. But our efforts always ended in conflict, so a new solution was required.
The Reapers?
Precisely.
Yes, the Leviathan. This makes sense in a very detached, unemotional, logic sort of way, which is exactly what I would expect an intelligence, a synthetic, to come up with. But from like a organic human perspective, this is ridiculous.
I met your creators. They told me what you did to them.
We did as we were expected.
They said you betrayed them. that you turned them into Harbinger.
When they asked that I solve the problem of conflict, they failed to understand they were part of the problem themselves. The flaws of their organic reasoning could not perceive this. They lacked the foresight to understand their destruction was part of the very solution they required.
Well, they've joined this war now.
And I welcome their involvement. I am only facilitating their request.
Okay, what if they came to you right now and said, "Hey dude, stop. We don't want you to do this anymore. Will you stop?" This is insane. It wants to preserve life by harvesting organics so that the organic DNA can be preserved. What does preserving life mean to you? As an organic, preserving life to me means protecting my friends and family, the people I care about. But to a synthetic, it's thinking about, oh, in the grand scheme of the entire life cycle of the galaxy, or like some bull crap like that.
Where did the Reapers come from? Did you create them?
My creators gave them form. I gave them function. They, in turn, give me purpose. The Reapers are a synthetic representation of my creators.
Leviathan.
Yes, they created me to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. They became the first true Reaper. They did not approve, but it was the only solution.
You said that before. But how do the Reapers solve anything?
Organics create synthetics to improve their own existence, but those improvements have limits. To exceed those limits, synthetics must be allowed to evolve. They must, by definition, surpass their creators. The result is conflict, destruction, chaos. It is inevitable. Reapers harvest all life, organic and synthetic, preserving them before they are forever lost to this conflict.
No. No. Your calculations are missing something, because look at the Geth and the Quarians. Or are you telling me that that's gonna fall apart someday? You don't know that. You don't know that. You can't just say, no, it's not gonna work out.
We're at war with the Reapers right now.
You may be in conflict with the Reapers, but they are not interested in war.
I find that hard to believe.
When fire burns, is it at war? Is it in conflict? Or is it simply doing what it was created to do? We are no different. We harvest your bodies, your knowledge, your creations. We preserve it, to be reborn in the form of a new Reaper. Like a cleansing fire, we restore balance. New life, both organic and synthetic, can once again flourish.
That is not your choice to make.
What do you know about the Crucible?
The device you refer to as the Crucible is little more than a power source. However, in combination with the Citadel and the relays, it is capable of releasing tremendous amounts of energy throughout the galaxy. It is crude, but effective and adaptive in its design.
Who designed it?
You would not know them, and there is not enough time to explain.
What?
We first noted the concept for this device several cycles ago. With each passing cycle, the design has no doubt evolved.
Why didn't you stop it?
We believed the concept had been eradicated. Clearly, organics are more resourceful than we realized.
Yes. Yes, so you realize that there are holes and gaps in your calculations, and honestly, I feel like the fact that you're trying to administer your whole master plan of preserving life right now as a synthetic is a conflict of interest. You are a synthetic, trying to become an arbitrator in a conflict of synthetics and organics.
But you're taking away our future. Without future, we have no hope. Without hope, we might as well be machines, programmed to do what we're told.
You have hope, more than you think. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
Yes.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen. If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us. But be warned, others will be destroyed as well. The Crucible will not discriminate. All synthetics will be targeted. Even you are partly synthetic.
Okay, it doesn't matter if I die. It honestly doesn't. If it means I can save the galaxy, yeah. Even right now, was this child. Why are you in the form of a child anyway? As you're saying this, I definitely get those like unfeeling machine vibes where he's saying, oh, you can destroy us, but like he's not saying it emotionally. It doesn't matter because to him, he's always been trying to find a solution, and his solution of setting up this whole stupid Reaper harvest thing is not working, so okay, we need to find a new solution now. Okay.
What exactly will happen?
Your Crucible device appears to be largely intact. However, the effects of the blast will not be constrained to the Reapers. Technology you rely on will be affected, but those who survive should have little difficulty repairing the damage. There will still be losses, but no more than what has already been lost.
But the Reapers will be destroyed?
Yes, but the peace won't last. Soon, your children will create synthetics, and then the chaos will come back.
There has to be another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
So the elusive man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I can?
You will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
How can I control the Reapers if I'm dead?
Your corporeal form will be dissolved, but your thoughts and even your memories will continue. Your connection to your kind will be lost, though you will remain aware of their existence.
But the Reapers will obey me?
Yes.
I don't like that
We
idea.
will be yours to control and direct as you see fit. There is another solution. Synthesis.
And that is?
Add your energy to the Crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework, a new DNA.
Explain how my energy can be added to the Crucible.
Your organic energy, the essence of who and what you are, will be broken down and then dispersed.
To do what, exactly?
The energy of the Crucible, released in this way, will alter the matrix of all organic life in the galaxy. Organics seek perfection through technology. Synthetics seek perfection through understanding. Organics will be perfected by integrating fully with synthetic technology. Synthetics, in turn, will finally have full understanding of organics. It is the ideal solution. Now that we know it is possible, it is inevitable we will reach synthesis.
Why couldn't you do it sooner?
We have tried a similar solution in the past, but it has always failed.
Why?
Because the organics were not ready. It is not something that can be forced. You are ready. and you may choose it.
Okay, on paper, this sounds like a pretty attractive option. But we're talking about all organic life. If we think back to something like the Geth and the Quarian conflict, we're able to get them to coexist peacefully while maintaining their individuality, which I feel like is kind of the point here too, remaining ourselves. Although the definition of ourself, I guess, is what's in flux here. If you're just asking, hey, do you want to become a synthetic organic thing? Sure, I can decide for myself, but for all organic life?
I don't know.
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
And there will be peace?
The cycle will end. The Reapers will cease their harvest, and the civilizations preserved in their forms will be connected to all of us. Synthesis is the final evolution of all life. The paths are open, but you have to choose.
That is a lot of information that we just got that I wish we could review again. Oh my god. So, destroy? I guess that's control, and then synthesis. I do think the synthesis option sounds really, really attractive on paper, and even the child here says that it's the ideal solution. But if you just ask me, I'm comfortable with it, but I feel like there's an element of messing with nature that I'm not sure if I really want to go into, because I'm messing with the structure of what it means to be an organic being, what it means to be a synthetic being, to create something entirely new. And the fact that the child, the intelligence, says that it's an ideal solution, I kind of question that too. Not because this child will lie to me. I don't think it'll lie, but maybe it can come to conclusions based off flawed logic. Because as we can see here already, the fact that it never predicted that an organic would ever come here. It's crazy here, by the way. The fact that they predicted that, the fact that they couldn't predict that, I mean, is a sign that they're not always right. And also, the Quarian and Geth piece. They thought that synthetics and organics fighting is the permanent state of things. But it's not. We managed to broker a peace. So it's possible that they think it's an ideal solution, but it's actually not, because they don't have enough data to realize it's not. Control. Yeah, this one I'm Shepard. I know what I am, and I know that I'll make decisions to keep the galaxy safe. But to give one person, any one person, the power to play God, essentially, like that, I don't know how to feel about that. It's not even just about it being the elusive man, or it's just any one person. And if I do that, then I stop being me. I just become this entity, right? And who's to say that once I become that entity, then I won't change my mind? Maybe something crazy is gonna happen to my thoughts where I don't even I'm not me anymore. So I'm not gonna think, I'm Shepard, I'm the hero who has to save the galaxy. And that'll be forever, right? So in these two solutions, the Reapers still exist. This is the one option where the Reapers will be gone permanently. But alongside all synthetic life form, including you, including me, including the Geth and Edie, and any emerging sentient synthetic life forms out there as well. I'm sure there's some out there, we just don't know they exist. If it came down to me sacrificing my own life, honestly, that's a bargain. If I could save the galaxy with my own life, that's... I feel like I'm pretty uncomfortable with... Okay, no matter what we choose here, I'm uncomfortable with the intelligence still being around. Because this has sort of been the source of all our problems. And destroying, not only do we destroy the Reapers, but we destroy this entire setup as well. The whole Citadel, Catalyst, Intelligence, all that. Because in the synthesis choice, the intelligence is saying that the Reapers will seize their harvest, but how, based on what are you saying that? Because it's not necessary anymore? Do you have absolute control over the Reapers' behavior? We don't know because our understanding of everything here is so vague. There's just no guarantee. Like, as long as the Reapers are still here, there's no guarantee that this conflict will end. I get the impression that synthesis, this is gonna be contentious in the future. Like, if we do it, it's not gonna be as happy as it seems. And then controlling... Okay, I'm thinking basically like Batarian colony here. It's awful that we had to make that choice to destroy the entire Batarian system. And it's awful that we're gonna be doing this to all the synthetic life. But in the grand scheme of things, in all the life cycles that have come before us, do you know how many trillions of beings, organic synthetics, have died? Because of your so-called solution of reaping everybody? Each Reaper is 50,000 years. How many Reapers have we seen? How long has this gone on for? It's awful. It's awful that we'd be doing this to the synthetics. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to the Geth and to Edie and to anybody else. I'm walking by myself. Power conduit. I can't even walk back anymore. I'm... Okay. We can rebuild. Synthetics can be rebuilt. Does that mean that new troubles will come about again? It could. Yeah, it could. Oh my god. This is awful, but in the grand scheme of things...
The Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Joker, it's time to go.
Oh, I'm not getting off the Crucible.
Damn it.
some sort of wave, a shock wave that just ends all electronic-based life forms. Oh my god. We can rebuild. Oh, even the mass relays! Not just about life forms, but all technology. Because this is Reaper technology. Oh. The galaxy will become disconnected again. But it's becoming disconnected while there's still a bunch of people here who have been connected before. So being able to rebuild from that, I think that's going to be possible within the lifetime. Communication is going to be difficult. Maybe even impossible. But we're alive. Organic nature. Even the Normandy would get affected. Technology. Holy crap, it's like going back to age of jungling and whatever. But it's the beginning of a new life. Javik, we did it!
The war is over. The Reapers have been defeated.
Finally.
Against all odds, and in the face of the greatest threat this galaxy has ever known, we survived. We suffered many losses. The relays are severely damaged, but we won. This victory belongs to each of us. Every man, woman, and child. Every civilization on every world.
You're all still here. Alive and well.
Now, as we take our first steps toward restoring what we lost, we must remember what it took to win. This wasn't a victory by a single fleet, a single army, or even a single species. If this war has taught us anything, it is that we are at our strongest when we work together.
Absolutely.
And if we can put down our grievances long enough to stop something as powerful as the Reapers, imagine what we can achieve now that they are defeated. It will take time, but we can rebuild everything that was destroyed. Our homes, our worlds, our fleets and defenses, all of this and more. Together, we can build a future greater than any one of us could imagine. A future paid for by the sacrifices of those who fought and died alongside us. A future that many will never see. And while we still have many challenges ahead of us, we can face them together. And we will honor those who died to give us that future.
Repairs will be quick. Normandy flies once again. We did it! Oh! That was the rubbles of the Citadel in this Crucible, huh? You know how Liara refused to put on the tag? I'm not sure if I like that actually though. I mean, from a how much do I love Shepard perspective, yeah, I would love for her to be alive, but she saved the galaxy. If she went out like that, it's not a bad way to go. Anyway, before we check out the credits, let's see if there's any other endings. Oh, there's more.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the Shepard.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
Oh, the Shepard. That seemed like it was probably very, very far into the future, but the legend of Shepard never dies. Over the years, maybe I've not even become a person anymore, but as a symbol of resistance and hope. Congratulations on bringing an end to the Reaper threat. Commander Shepard has become a legend, and from here you can continue to build that legend. It has been a long journey for Shepard and for the team here at Bioware, and like Shepard, we couldn't have done it alone. The Mass Effect trilogy began as a vision of a small team, but over the years it has grown. Sorry. Just suddenly thinking about how long we've been doing this. That growth has been fueled and shaped by the feedback and support of our player community. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to sharing further adventures with you in the Mass Effect universe. The Mass Effect team. Okay, other endings. Let's go. Control? What am I looking at? They don't even let you choose anymore. As soon as you get too close to one of them, you just have to choose it. Oh my god. Oh! Everybody we know and love would be safe, 'cause I can keep them safe. Ugh. Almost feels a little bit like we were huskified at the end.
All fleets, the Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Tucker, it's time to go. Damn it.
This is heartbreaking for Joker. He's never failed. So the Reaper shouldn't be getting destroyed in this case then, because we are now their controllers. Controllers. We command them. And we command them to leave. One thing I worry about with this control situation is how long will this arrangement last? Really forever? Is there really such a thing as forever? We're trying to find an option for peace here, but everlasting peace, I feel like, is too much to ask for. Just like how the child says we're a new variable, this whole controlling and becoming God thing is a new variable as well, and what happens with that? Will we make the mass relay stop working? I think from character perspective, just thinking about Shepard, this is a pretty bittersweet ending as well. This is a very heroic and self-sacrificing act. We do it as a self-sacrificing act, although the act of becoming a god of the universe to take command of the Reapers, I don't think is unselfish. Since we're not an organic being anymore, what does that even do to somebody though? My thoughts. Me as a person. What if 100,000 years later I end up thinking that, oh okay, maybe the Reapers are right in trying to do this whole harvesting thing, and then I command them to come back. That's what makes me worry. Yes, Shepard we know right now would never do something like that, but who even knows if we're talking about like a million years in the future? We just don't. There's too many unknowns. Yeah, so I think cinematic-wise, each ending definitely has its own implications, but I think that a lot of people were upset about when this first came out is that, I mean, right now, the Destroy and Control endings have the exact same cinematic pretty much, except for the color of the beam that comes out of the Crucible. Oh, but Edie's here. Edie's alive and well. Everyone's fine, except for me. Small price to pay for the safety and the peace of the universe, maybe.
Eternal. Infinite. Immortal. The woman I was used these words. But only now do I truly understand them. And only now do I understand the full extent of her sacrifice. Through her death, I was created. Through my birth, her thoughts are freed. They guide me now. Give me reason, direction, just as she gave direction to the ones who followed her, the ones who helped her achieve her purpose. Now my purpose.
Oh, Mirana's a little bit different. Still studying Reapers. And the words she's saying are positive, but the whole feeling of this is kind of sinister.
To give the many hope for a future. To ensure that all have a voice in their future. The woman I was knew that she could only achieve this by becoming something greater. There is power in control. There is wisdom in harnessing the strengths of your enemy.
The Reapers.
I will rebuild what the many have lost. I will create a future with limitless possibilities.
Oh, the Reapers are helping.
And sustain. I will act as guardian for the many. And throughout it all, I will never forget. I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves so that the many could survive.
Nobody but me knows what happened. So everybody, they're still just gonna think, they're gonna think I pressed some button on the Citadel, on the Crucible, and then I saved the galaxy, but now I'm just gone. Oh!
And I will watch over the ones who live on. Those who carry the memory of the woman I once was. The woman who gave up her life to become the one who could save the many.
Interesting. What's the change in mindset that causes Liara to believe that I'm gone for good? The fact that everybody is alive, everybody else, all my friends are still here. Maybe.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds.
So this part seems like it's going to be the same.
Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the Shepard.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
Shepard becomes a legend in all of the endings, I assume. Because Shepard is a legend. Even if she wasn't able to defeat the Reapers, everything that she's done up until now is being a legend. Yeah, this ending, it's not a bad ending. No. In fact, everyone's happy. And the status quo being organics are still organics, synthetics are still synthetics, and we're all alive. The Geth are here. Even the Reapers are here, even though we don't particularly want to save them or anything, but they're here, and we control them. We control them. Although this one, like I've mentioned already, does give me a lot of worries as to what really is going to happen for the future. There was that one scene showing London and the Reapers were there. Are they helping? I think they weren't in the destroy ending, right? So are they there to help rebuild civilization? I would rather the Reapers just go away. And I can do that. I can just make them go away. But the results, what we've seen here is not horrible at all. Minimal casualties, and everyone's sort of happy. The biggest difference is that Shepard is some sort of, kind of like the intelligence now, some strange entity that's not human, and even Liara accepts that she's dead. Not sure what would have been the thing that tipped Liara off that, I'm actually dead versus I might still be alive out there somewhere. Okay, so the middle is a synthesis ending here, but before that, apparently there is one where, I don't think this was in the game when it originally came out. This was added in the extended cut DLC stuff. So if you shoot this kid.
So be it.
Whoa!
The cycle continues.
What? You got angry at me for shooting you? Seriously? Oh, they took away the options. I thought you were supposed to be a logical, unfeeling synthetic and all that.
If you're hearing this, then there is still hope.
Oh no. So we lost then.
Hope that you can avoid the same mistakes we made. We fought the Reapers, but we failed to stop them. We did everything we could. We built the Crucible, but it didn't work. We fought as a united galaxy, but it wasn't enough. I only hope the information in this capsule is enough to help you before it's too late. My name is Dr. Liara T'Soni. Herein lies the recounting of our war with the Reapers.
We rejected the intelligence and the Crucible. Shepard doesn't even get to become a legend. Oh, you do? Wait, that's different.
Did that all really happen?
We'll never know exactly what it was like.
What?
But yes, the archives tell the true story of those who came before us. They fought a terrible war, so we wouldn't have to.
But that's an Asari.
And that's why we have peace.
Yes, without everything they accomplished, without the information they passed down, we too would be threatened.
What else do we know about the Shepard?
Just what we have in the archives. But I've only told you a few of the stories.
Can you tell me another one, please?
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
Yeah, Shepard does deserve to become a legend in every ending possible. No, we didn't bring about the end to the Reaper threat, but we left enough information that later cycles were able to figure it out. But presumably, they would be trying to do the whole Crucible plan too, and then they would have gone to the intelligence, and then maybe the difference is that they made a different choice, which would be really disappointing because we were there too, but we rejected it, and that's how we ended up failing our own cycle. I'm not sure what the implications of seeing an Asari instead of, I guess it was a human old man in the other visions is. Wait, so that's basically saying that even though we lost, the Asari were able to survive to the next cycle then? Unless if you're telling me that the next cycle happened to involve something exactly like an Asari, which I don't think would be the case. Huh. This has more interesting implications than I thought there would be. Okay. But yeah, clearly that ending was more of, I don't know. Why do you even get angry at me? Because he found solutions to ending this problem, but I wouldn't do it. And then he just goes back to doing the exact same thing like he's always been doing for the past however many years. Yeah, I don't think that was like a valid ending. These three endings are probably at least a cut above that last one. So why are you in the shape of a child anyway? And in the shape of the boy I see in my nightmares too. Is it kind of like the Leviathan where we're seeing something that we're familiar with because we can't comprehend the true form? I guess so. Oh. I can't even meet Thane across the sea.
All fleets, the Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Joker, it's time to go. Damn it.
Yeah, this part is probably going to be quite similar then, except the beam is green. The power of the Crucible. Well, it's actually the Citadel. The Crucible is powering it. The science behind it is a little bit fudgy, I guess. I thought we were using the Citadel to power the Crucible. But the know-how of how to do all of this is actually with the intelligence in the Citadel. You become organic, and you leave. Part organic, or you gain the organic understanding. This is... I feel like there are so many unknowns if we pick this though. Synthetics becoming more organic. Organics becoming part synthetic. This is gonna have a ripple effect on everything. And I can't help but feel like this is not a choice that I get to make for everybody too. There will be new conflict for sure, stemming from this choice, I think. It might not be one of a synthetic versus organic nature, but there's definitely going to be people opposed to this change and they can't do anything about it because that's what we've decided for the whole galaxy at large. Oh God. I'm not so sure if I buy the whole thing about this being the final evolution of the universe, though. Oh no, look at that. Oh, even the leaves are part synthetic. Oh, Joker. Oh, but he's still got the brittle bones. God. He seems happy, though. Yeah, the perfect representation of the union between organics and synthetics. Joker and Edie's relationship. This is gonna change everything we understand about science and biology.
I am alive. All of us, synthetic and organic, have been changed. The war is over, and the Reapers are helping to rebuild. Where once they threatened us with extinction, they now bring us the collective knowledge of the cultures that came before.
Oh my god.
As a galaxy, we can now live the lives we have wished for.
Oh my god, the Reaper outside. Oh!
Taking our first steps into a new and wonderful future, where organics and synthetics can coexist peacefully. With peace across the galaxy and with unlimited access to knowledge. To recover the greatness that was lost. And surpass it. We will reclaim our worlds and the stars. As the line between synthetic and organic disappears, we may transcend mortality itself. To reach a level of existence I cannot even imagine. And we will remember that this chance for a new life did not come without cost.
It sounds so hopeful for the future. Oh god, everybody. Is this really what we wanted though? When we wanted synthetics and organics to coexist in peace? For them to actually just become a part of each other?
No matter how far we advance, we will remember the sacrifices of those who made it possible. And we will remember Shepard. because of her. I am alive, and I am not alone.
And that should be the last of our endings here. To be honest, 10 years, nearly 10 years after the original Mass Effect 3 came out, I'm not sure if I hate these endings as much as the vitriol it got. But keeping in mind that it might be because they patched it, because we have the extended cut DLC that fleshed out the ending a bit more. I'm not sure what the exact differences are, but yeah, when it first came out, I think it was a little bit different. And also the Leviathan DLC, stuff like the Omega and Citadel DLC fine, but Leviathan DLC was directly relevant to the plot. Without knowing about Leviathans, could you imagine just going to the Citadel and then there's some kid there being like, hello, here's some options for you to fix the galaxy. I would imagine that would be pretty off-putting, but now we do have some context for who he is, so it's a little bit better. But yeah, I don't hate any of the endings. Like, it definitely feels like all of them are hopeful for the future and that they're trying to solve the same problem in different ways. Whichever one you like, I think they're all equally valid. Except I feel like you can probably judge an ending in two different ways. You can judge it based off how logical it sounds based off the information you were given, and then after you find out the results of it. And I feel like because since the Destroy ending is the only one where we get that little scene of Shepard gasping, some people are gonna think that it's the best ending or the canon ending because of that, which is totally a valid interpretation, but I feel like it doesn't diminish the possibility of the other endings also being completely valid. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's good and bad things you can say about each ending if you think about it long enough. Except for the one where we just reject it. That one's probably the worst one, but excluding that one, the other three, yeah, I feel like it just really depends on how you want to solve this problem and what you're okay with. Destroy, you get rid of the Reapers for good, but you also get rid of some other people that were innocent, the Geth, the entire race of the Geth. Yeah, synthetics can rebuild, but they're not going to be the Geth. Control, playing God, but hey, everyone's safe, and as long as you're a good God, then it'll be okay, right? Synthesis, if everyone's happy with it, then like, it definitely feels, from what they presented here, it feels very, very advanced, and it does feel like the next step in evolution from what they've shown here. But I just feel like it's not going to be that simple once you get down to it. How is reproduction even gonna work? Are you gonna give birth to a organic synthetic baby? I enjoyed this though. The trilogy as a whole, and even just Mass Effect 3 standalone as well. It's evident from little things here and there that they had a pretty tight budget and timeline. For example, stuff like animation bugs, which we rarely saw back in Mass Effect 2, but were pretty abundant in Mass Effect 3. Or the journal. Yeah, the journal not really telling you the next step of what to do. It just shows the overall, the one paragraph pretty much. And despite all these things, I found that I had no problems enjoying Mass Effect 3. There's enough here that, for whatever shortcomings it has, I feel like I can imagine the version where these things were fixed, if that makes sense. Like Kai Lang, we all love to hate on him, but he didn't really bother me that much because I feel like there was enough here for me to just imagine that, okay, well they could have just done this and it would have felt so much better. Like, it just didn't bother me that much. Dialogue wheel options going from 3 to 2 is a little bit painful though. We used to have a Paragon, Neutral, and Renegade, but now we just have Paragon and Renegade. But just seeing the game for what it is, I'm okay with what's here and I'm satisfied enough. It's not perfect, maybe not even great, especially in comparison to previous games in this series, but it's more than good enough for me, and I had a great time playing these games as if I was playing it for the first time. I felt like I was playing it for the first time, even though technically I wasn't. It's hilarious, but even after playing this whole trilogy, one of my strongest memories is still the whole Shaira consort thing back from 1, where I missed it the first time around, but now I got it finally. But yeah, I remembered very, very little, and I think probably me 10 years ago enjoyed Mass Effect in a different way too. I probably enjoyed the shooting and I enjoyed the cutscenes and all that. But going through it again like this, whenever I record a game, I generally pay a lot more attention than as if I was not playing it for, quote-unquote on-screen purposes. Just because I need to really take it in to say something about it, to give commentary about it, right? And, reading the codex too. I've never read the codex before, and that added so much more. Even 10 years later, I don't think there are very many games out there. I can't think of even one series. I really can't. Even one series where we had a collection of 3 games, and the story was so expansive and just continued, and you met all these characters that you grew to really love, and we even got a fan servicey DLC where we invited everyone to a party. And I just love everyone so much. With the storylines and decisions kept from previous games too. I'm trying to think of the closest equivalent that I might have played, and maybe The Witcher, but even then, The Witcher, between the games, it's much more standalone, I think. It doesn't really have that same feeling of continuity. Tons of games these days have better graphics, better technology, or maybe even better writing than Mass Effect, but that feeling of continuity between all these games is, I haven't played another game quite like it.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the Shepard.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
God, Shepard is a legend. She's just amazing and deserves to be a legend, no matter the outcome. I love the Normandy crew so much, and Shepard and everybody. If we talk about the future of the Mass Effect series though, I wonder, because you know how in the Destroy ending we had that gasping thing, I wonder if that's gonna come into play in the next Mass Effect. The next Mass Effect! Oh my god! I'm just so excited even just saying those words. There's gonna be a next one. I did see the, this is completely not even about the trilogy anymore. I did see the poster they posted on N7 Day of the little crater, so that's exciting. But my point that I was trying to make is, I wonder if they're gonna do anything with that gasp. Because I feel like, to some degree, the name Shepard is synonymous with Mass Effect. For better or worse. It goes to show that Shepard is an amazing, phenomenal character, but if Mass Effect can't move away from Shepard, then you can't really... Or how are you gonna make the next Mass Effect work? Part of me would love to see more Shepard, but I do feel like Shepard's story has concluded pretty definitively here. And I want her to rest too, even if not in a Turian bar in heaven. I just want her to, her story is finished, and now it's time to rest. Anyway, I'm really glad this Legendary Edition came out, because I think it rekindled a lot of people's love for this series, and it's well deserved. It's a great trilogy, and I'm now very excited for the next Mass Effect. Even though after Andromeda, I feel like everyone was kind of like, oh my god, this is done. But now I'm excited again, and I hope you are as well. Whenever it comes out, you can be sure that I'll be playing it, and I hope to see you back here whenever that happens. Okay, this was Welonz with the Mass Effect Trilogy Legendary Edition. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh my god, if you were joining in real time, it's been over half a year. What a great journey. Loved it, every moment of it. Even the Kai Lang bits. Because we can laugh about it together, right? So I really did love every moment of it. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing it. And I hope I see you back here again for more Mass Effect in the future. Whenever that may be. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all in another place, in another time. Bye!